Facing the world again after doing 13 years in prison at 15 years old. Where do I start? Facing the world again after doing 13 years in prison at 15 years old. It's been a journey. I can say that for sure. The transition has definitely been real, and it's been amazing. All at the same time. It's been overwhelming. It's been exciting. It's been nothing that I expected. And that is, to say the least. Before I came home from prison, of course, anybody who's doing time, they're going to be making plans for when they get out. So, as usual, as anybody that's about to go home, I was making plans. But none of those plans really fit my life when I got out. What I mean by that is, it's simple. It was just like what I came home to was nothing that I expected to come home to, if that makes sense. So anyone who is listening to this and they may have just came home from prison, I know you have a lot of plans that you want to pursue. You may have notebooks full of ideas. But one thing about those ideas that you have is, and plans, is that plans change. So you have to constantly be developing yourself every day for that change. Because that change it doesn't have to come immediately. It can come unexpected, because that's how change normally happens. It happens unexpected when you don't expect it to happen. That's when it happens. So you always have to be prepared for the transition, for the change, so you don't get thrown off balance. Because some people never are able to pivot back from that unbalance that they encounter with struggles, with that change, with whatever it is. Some people have a hard time with accepting change, being able to, evolve with the change, work with the change and not fight it. A lot of people have a hard time doing that. And it's a reality. But if you want to have longevity in this life, you have to learn how to be able to roll with the punches. You get what I'm saying? Because any given moment, anything can happen. And when that shift happens, you want to make sure that you're the strongest mentally, spiritually, and physically to take on whatever it is that may come your way. Type W's in the comment if you understand what I'm saying. So, how have I accepted the world as it is? It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. But I am learning every day. I'm growing every day. And I'm so disciplined and I'm so motivated and passionate about growing that it's almost impossible not to reach those heights if you're constantly training, constantly working towards accomplishing your goals. Because anything in life can be accomplished with a little bit of hard work. focus, faith, and tenacity. Because you have to be able to overcome the hardships placed in your way. Because there are going to be many. Not just at the bottom. The struggles get harder as you get higher. The struggles get harder as you get higher in life. That's a fact. If you can't take pain and suffering, you're not ready to be at the top. If you can't accept hardships and work your way through any obstacle placed in your way, you're not built for the top. You're not ready for it. You need to go back to the drawing board, take a deep look at yourself in the mirror, and really ask yourself some tough questions. Ask yourself, what are you in this for? What are you passionate about? What is your purpose? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? What's your calling? What are your strong suits? What are your weaknesses? Because you can't only know what you're strong at, you got to know what you're weak at also. You have to be able to pinpoint any weakness so you can make yourself stronger in those areas. And you don't fall susceptible to become a victim in the long run. Nobody likes weak people. Nobody wants to be around somebody who can't get it together. You have to be strong and you have to be disciplined enough to tackle whatever is placed in your way. It's not going to be easy, but that's why you build a close-knit community who is just as focused and just as determined as you are to win. You don't want to be around Joe, Blow, and Schmo. You want to be around solid guys, solid women, solid people who want to see you grow, who want to see themselves grow, and who are working daily towards accomplishing their goals and their missions in life. Instead of being complacent and stagnant and just okay with their circumstances. No. You have to want more for yourself, and you have to want more for your brothers and your sisters. That's how I know how good of a person someone is, by how they treat their friends. If you treat your friends like trash or your family like trash, I know, oh yeah, he's not a good friend. I know, because your actions speak louder than words. So stay determined, stay focused, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. Follow me on all platforms. Check out my music on all platforms. And can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. We on a 30-day life at the prison. This is the 3rd episode. I'm so excited that y'all here with me on this journey with me, capturing this, my growth, my development outside of prison. I had accomplished so many things while I was inside prison. Now I'm excited to see what I can actually accomplish outside of prison. Because my accomplishments are very high that I did while I was away. And I'm really interested and excited to see what I accomplish next. Because since I've been home from prison, I've actually accomplished a lot since I've been home. I'm being very, very humble. I'm being very humble. As I should though, because I have a lot more work to do. And I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied until I get us $100,000, $200,000 house. I want to be able to give back to my community, those who have been solid with me, stayed down and supported me since the very beginning, because I know that this hasn't been easy. But I appreciate all the love though. 100.